Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Winfield Public Library's programming. Today we are going to be making Shrinky Dinks. So if you've never made these before, what you do is you draw on this plastic paper, and then we're gonna cut it out and put it in the oven so it shrinks down. So you're gonna get a supply packet from the library if you live close by, and it'll have some paper and some other things in there. And the things you could trace your own art. You could trace your favorite book, or you could even trace, this is my favorite, which is why I have them behind me, a comic book. I think it would be super cool to have maybe a comic book, an image from one, a character put in on the Shrinky Dink, and I could put it on a keychain, I could make it into earrings. There are so many different options with the Shrinky Dinks. So go ahead, grab your supplies. You're gonna either need permanent markers or like a little thinned down acrylic paint and the Shrinky Dink paper. So let's go ahead, grab our supplies and get started. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pick out your image. And I'm gonna start with one of my own drawings. And then we're gonna take a sheet of the paper. Now we wanna put it as close into our corners as possible. We wanna also maybe be able to use that for something else later. And then we're gonna grab either our acrylic paint with a little bit of water added or some permanent markers. I'm just gonna start by outlining mine in black. You can do whatever colors you want for your design. Now that I'm done with this one, I'm gonna try to fill up the rest of the space before I cut them out. Now you don't have to do it this way. You could cut this one out, put it in the oven, but I figured might as well just do one time in the oven. So I'm going to try maybe just the text of Wonder Woman, not her because she's so complicated. So it almost perfectly fits there. Oh, too bad it's not just a tiny bit smaller. We'll put it there. And then I'm going to outline in red and fill in with yellow. So now that I'm done, and I could do a lot of these, like I want to use up all the paper, but I'll stop for now. I can save this paper for later. And I'm going to cut out my shape. I'm also going to hole punch wherever I want it to hang from. So if I'm using a little ring clip for a keychain, think about where you want it to hang from. Like this guy, I'll probably put him right there, the hole. And then Wonder Woman, I think I want it to hang this way. So I'll probably put it right here or here. I'm not sure yet. But I'll start by cutting it. And you don't have to be super careful, like getting close. Just, you can put a nice little edge around whatever your outside border is. Don't cut on your lines, cut slightly away from them. There we go. I could have left a little bit of space up here for my hole punch, but I don't mind it going into my character. Ooh. There we go, good. And then Wonder Woman. And I left a little bit of space up there at the top because I don't want to super punch into my Wonder Woman logo. There we go. So you can see I have all this leftover paper, which I can use later. And here are my two designs that are ready to go into the oven. So now we're going to go to the oven and set it for 329, 330. You want to make sure you preheat it first. Don't put it in as it's preheating because you're only going to bake it for 3 to 5 minutes. And you could put it on a piece of parchment paper or on a cookie sheet. You could also wrap a little bit of foil around it just so it doesn't want to go unflat. And if you feel the necessity, you could take a piece of the scrap that you just cut away and test it on there first. It only takes 3 to 5 minutes, so might as well do a test. So let's set it for, mine only does 330, and let's let it preheat. So here's my parchment paper with my things laid out. I'm going to test this guy first alone, and then I'll put these two in. You could wrap it in foil. I've heard that it makes it lay flatter, but I'm out of foil. So you can go ahead and give that a try if you want, but we'll see how flat they come out even without that. Okay, we're about to do the test. Okay, 3 to 5 minutes. Almost ready. And here it is. Okay, putting in our real ones. I think our tests went well. Here we go. Setting my timer. Here's what they look like as they're going. All right, this is after 3 minutes. Wonder Woman looks like it might be done. The other one, you know, I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. Here they are done. You can see this one's a little wobbly, so I could put something on top of it to make it lay flat. I put a weight on top of it for just a moment to flatten it out because it's still warm, so it'll flatten. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to, you can put it on a keychain, put it on earrings, whatever you want. I'm just going to put both of these on a keychain. And I'm not going to use my test one. It came out very small, but it served its purpose. So I'm just going to put a jump ring through, connect it to my keychain, and then close it up. So there's my first one, and here's my Wonder Woman. There we go. Here are, oops, my two finished keychains. You had fun making these cute little Shrinky Dinks with me. I love how my little fox came out and my Wonder Woman, super cool. Can't wait to put them on my keys. So I hope you had fun. Remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend, make it with a friend. And if you really like how it turned out, you can post your photo of your art to the Winfield Public Library's Facebook page because they would love to see it. So I hope to see you next time and see you this summer for the library summer reading programs. Bye, friends.